a wall that's really glass that's trying to break you. Cause you can see the other side of your problems can always get worse. You really think you at the bottom. That was the case, you can only go up now. 5 yards left, you about to score the winning touchdown. Or hit that buzzer beater, my new alien. Reposado, gotta face my fears, even the skip.
Where we at? Where we at?
I tell you, I only sit with the realest ones.
Let that play out.
Yeah. Welcome. Another episode of Tell It How It Is. No filter. Your host is in front of you. Someone special's to the left of me. But if you watching this to the right of you. We in here. Enjoying life as I hope you are. If you're watching this, you woke up today. So I'm glad for that. And you chose this moment to spend with us.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a special one, though. This is like it's fucking political, you know.
Yeah. If they've been following, they know that.
Segue kind of vibe.
Right. Great to have you, brother. Go ahead, man.
It's only right.
Come on, talk to them.
I have to jump on my boy Buzzer Beater. How you stop them, no noise, and a whole lot of shit. Gregory Bourne. Gregory Bourne.
Born Gregory.
What's the other one too? I think you got a new alias now.
Nah, the latest is Buzzer
Is it
Beater.
Marcus Graham?
Oh yeah, Marcus Graham, my guy.
See, I
Marcus
remember.
Graham, you remember? Yeah, so we change with the seasons, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Shit
sir.
sounds smooth, you can always revamp yourself.
Right.
You don't have to stay the same, I probably changed my name a lot more than others. I'm not Prince, he changed the shit? Artist formerly known as, and he kind of wilded out. Who else? Ron Artest.
That other guy who got run out. Can't even talk about him, but he changed his name a lot. Too. The guy that we can't talk about no more. He changed his name quite a lot.
It's just an NDA on that. NDA. But yeah, talk to them like we was having a little convo right before Cam about how the whole Repasado Rell, like you could talk about that real quick, how you got to that. Why is that your thing?
I mean, damn, it's like
what got that started?
with the Repasado Rell.
Mixed with the fact that that's your choice of drink or that's what you lean towards. Just tell them what it is for you.
I mean, shout out to Moo Mobile Bar. I gotta shout out my business. It's only right, you know what I mean? I gotta shout out my fiance, of course. We met over and bonded for the love of tequila. You know what I mean? We had
It's fucking excellent, man.
I mean, it's just fact. We had a page dedicated to tequila. We were selling drinks, and then now we got this booming business in Houston. We just finished 3 events this weekend out at NYC, so we out here working, and it's just.
Tell them where to follow it. Tell them where to get it. It's gonna be in the timestamps. Y'all know how to give it up. Okay.
What's that, babe? At Moo_Mobile Bar. At Moo_Mobile Bar. I mean, just follow us. Check us out. We got a whole lot of shit going on. We really killing it in Houston right now. Like, we really putting in work. We was out here. We had 3 events. I mean, you was at them. So yeah, we just
very
out here.
nice.
And you of course, it's like, how could you not? To me, it's like, how could you not love tequila? I ain't knocking cognac or anything else, but tequila.
Yeah, just tell your defense on that, like how you see that and why.
I just can't front. Like, tequila, first of all, is if you want health wise, if you're drinking like the clears, it's obviously less calories. If you want to just be on the healthy side, of course that's better. All of that Henny and Douce is wild sugar. I ain't knocking it though. I mean, Henny and Douce got me through some nights, so.
He hasn't forgot where he came from.
But I had to let y'all go. So now it's just Repasado. To tequila is just vibey. But the one thing I hate about tequila now is just like, I've been drinking. Like, I'm even the same thing with my fiance. Like been drinking tequila for years. But now it's just like, it's so oversaturated that you go to matter of fact, I went to a spot last night. I ain't gonna put that spot on because I ain't gonna give them no promo. But I got an Espolón and cranberry. She was trash, by the way. She was there near $20. So it's like they just boosting, like they just beasting on the Repasado. And the Dawn too, like everybody on the Dawn now, I've been drinking Dawn, like a lot of the stuff that's, especially Repasado, it's like they treat it like it's super luxury, but we've been doing it.
Right. So they can't try to get one over because we've been there. You know what I mean? She don't got an alias, I can just say it, right? Mimi, you know you got a shout out from right there.
That's Mimi J, though, I mean,
Mimi J.
hey,
Shout out your tequila experience yourself and how y'all collab on that. You ain't gotta tell no long story, just give a quick quote on what tequila is for you. You can say it from there. Just talk a little louder.
Tequila is our mood starter. Since we met, that's how Mood Mobile Bar came about. And Mood Mobile Bar and tequila has created everything we have going now. So just know that it's only the beginning. We are just getting started, and there's a lot to come from Mood itself. So tequila is our happy place, and not just tequila, of course, but it's just how a lot of things got started. So just shout out to just the vibes and setting the tone and setting the mood.
And the bottom line, if you're not setting the mood with us, then what are you really doing?
Period.
That's just it. But yeah.
I don't think I'm needed here. I think they can take over without me. That's dope. No, that's dope. Listen, your preference is your preference. It's a no judgment zone.
Yeah.
And you know, you just stand on it. And when you work hard, you know, I'm not going to bring age into it really, but you know, when you have more experience on this earth and you get to a certain place and you accomplish a certain things, you can make these type of decisions and choices, you know. Leader is big. You know, you don't have to follow. A lot of the things we did when we were younger, sorry to say, we might have more followed than made our own choice. With drinks, with everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So now, when we get to our own place, where we like, look, this is the vibe I'm on. If you don't, like you said, you didn't knock cognac. And to be honest, look, don't I lean more towards the cognac? But there's no tension there because of that. I'm not going to say, hey, yo, you got to drink. He drinks what he drink, but I can still adjust to it because I'm open-minded like that.
But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got the team on this tequila way. Cause when I met them, they was on some Juice and all these shit.
Bel-Air.
Yeah,
The Bel-Air nights.
She throw the shots out.
Shout out Fresh Prince.
She hates Bel-Air with a passion.
Like always did?
Nah.
What was it about Mimi? Like what was it? The taste? What is it?
The taste,
She's
not the
cheap.
price. I don't care about the price. Like me, there's a lot of good things that are cheap. I just never like the price.
Okay.
Taste you.
Not the
the
price.
taste.
Sorry, the taste. I've been drinking some.
But yeah, I mean,
Beyonce style.
I think he had a point about that. It's like I was just having like a other day. I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. You talking about back then we were just following. I was just saying like having a self-reflection moment, saying like I actually like the fact that there's nothing wrong with getting older. Being older is a plus because you learn so much. Like you look back at at your younger moments and the kind of mistakes you made and being a follower. And you was like, now you get the wisdom.
Now moving.
Facts.
So shout out Tequila, shout out Mood Mobile Bar. I said it right?
Yes.
Mood Mobile Bar. What's your mood like?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They set the tone, follow them. I'm going to put it in the timestamps. Don't you worry. Tequila is a vibe though. Like I don't even understand. Even if you drink whatever else, you can't really tell me that's a big no. I don't know no one that has a hard no when it comes to tequila.
And if you're tired of booking these other mobile bar businesses, they show up late. They ain't doing their job
They had to
right.
throw the punch.
They all up in the videos.
All up in the
videos. Then come fuck with mobile bar. This is what it is.
You still didn't say how you got Repasado Rell. I think did I start?
Repasado,
Right.
Nah, but Repasado Rell, this came from like.
I feel like
no,
I started calling you that.
I think we was just we
Are
might
you
have had-
guys?
Yeah, something like that. I think we had a little funny. I think we was doing the
Repo
whole
Rell.
the tequila thing, and like we were selling drinks, and I was like, yo, fuck it. I think she said Repasado Rell.
I told him to change his Instagram to Repasado Rell.
Right.
Literally.
Literally.
But the direct deposit line is a ball,
I just
bro.
like
That's
that,
a ball.
Cause my thing is like, who don't love direct deposit? Who love waking up seeing that? Oh shit!
Right.
Deposit, I mean,
Nah, when you went there with it, I was like, nah, that's a vibe.
That's like her name should be Honey Books. That's a whole other story, but Honey Books is a site you be using. Like a lot of people know Honey Books. Clients use it. They pay invoices, and you hear that cha-ching. That's another direct deposit. So it's like
Fire.
straight up. Shout out to Honey Books.
Right. Fire.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, facts.
All that info we got you with, don't you worry. So I'm excited. Let's go right in. All right. So the biggest mistake men make is that they forgot their purpose and goals when they fall in love. Do not make this mistake. What can we tell our younger brothers, maybe even guys our age, how to stay focused? Because love is a beautiful thing. I'm not gonna knock it or shit on it, but like to teach them how they should still be attacking. Because sometimes you get a little blindsided when something goes right. It don't even gotta be love. Just when one thing goes good, you go, you get comfortable. What can we tell them to say? Listen, don't get comfy. That's dope that you got that, but don't get comfy. What can you advise them?
I mean, what I just say is just as a man, this period, whether you in a relationship or not, just always to stay within your purpose. Because once you stay within your purpose, you know, the love and everything is gonna follow. I feel there's instances where I see guys, you know, older guys, younger guys, they just wanna chase the relationship and chase females, right? And forgetting about your purpose. So it's like you basically leading yourself down to a path where eventually you're gonna end up with nothing. I mean, but I think we like to get that lesson, right? You have to have been there. You have to have made those mistakes, right? Because of course, as men, we all start out, well, listen, I'm just out here chasing females. I'm gonna continue to. That's the motivation. Like, how much can I get?
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, what do you have for yourself? Because like a solid, when you meet a solid woman, or if you're looking for something substantial, right? What do you have to show for yourself? People be out here 50, 60, and not knocking nobody, because life is going life, and you never too late to change, right? But if you're just chasing, if there's no purpose in your life, and when it comes to a point, you'll be 60 years old, 70, look back like, damn, like I was really out here just chasing women.
And then you see the time that passed.
And then you just live a purposeful life. Like there's nothing like, I think life is meant to be purposeful. So if you're out here not chasing the purpose and not on your purpose, then you're just wasting what you have.
Because don't it come anyway? Like when we said it before, it's like when you stay focused and you stay on a mission, as much as you want love or a partner or something, once you start to really reach your lands, that's gonna come anyway.
Yeah, facts. I mean, you don't have to do
too much.
Once it's like everything, like life is about energy too. It's like you attract that, and that's what you reflect. So if your reflection is a leader, stability, and you're purposeful, the women that you want, they're gonna see that, and you're gonna just be a magnet, and it's gonna come to you without having to do too much.
Right.
So I would say, just fellas, just like limit the thirst level. I mean, I know we're all not perfect, right? And of course, there's the social medias, and the guys see what they see, and you see there's other influences that make
facts.
That can make a guy, if you're not headstrong, whatever, that fall into the
flesh
wall.
is weak type shit.
Of course.
Flesh
I mean,
is weak. So and then don't pump fake like you have purpose and goals, and it's only because you trying to acquire something. The
Right.
purpose and the goal should be the focus anyway. This is for you.
Yeah.
So keep it straight and narrow that this is for me. I'm not doing this to show off or to attract something.
Right.
This is my path regardless if somebody come along or not. But because if you stay that focused, that's why you said it's gonna come along.
It's gonna come along, and that's a good thing too, because you're gonna attract the kind of woman that she's gonna say, wow, this guy has a purpose and he's on a mission. So she's just gonna add to that mission. So I mean, I feel just like, no need to chase it. Honestly, no need to even stress it. Just let it. Just really let it come to you.
That was the
but
ball,
of course,
not
though,
stressing.
of course, the hard thing is that we're humans at the same time. So there is
Shit's
moments
still
of
going.
stressing and all, like when it's gonna come, or you trying to put yourself in position to get it. But honestly, you don't even have to even do it. If we just really just sit back and just observe energy and research energy and understand what life is really about. It's hard because sometimes I be stressing shit too, and not being patient and not letting shit run its course. I mean, so just it's just natural. But if you stay in that element, this should come to you.
Dope. So I hope y'all took that as a gem. Right. And even if it didn't help you all the way, take from that and then put your own source to that. You feel me? Build off of that.
Right.
Because we can only get you started. I don't know what's going on in your exact lives out there. You feel me? But we just try to give you at least the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And just keep that rolling like that. It's all positive vibes here. Let's go. Nobody's obligated to help your grown ass. Appreciate what a person does for you. And that's all aspects. We don't got to do that in just relationships. It could be family. It could be colleagues.
True.
Just really touch on that and tell them, how important that statement is.
I mean,
Like, really understand that nobody owes you nothing. Like, I don't think people be really understanding that.
No, I mean, as one thing too, like I realized, like nobody, right? I mean, just plain and simple. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody's gonna Nobody's gonna give you nothing. It's like you can't sit here and try to play a victim and look around and say, well, somebody's gonna pick me up. I mean, if you are fortunate, right? You may have small amount of friends, you may have a small amount of family, or you may it depends on your dynamics. Some people don't have those, right? And they may help you out, but in most cases, like it's all on you, and nobody's coming with that. Nobody's coming riding on that horse. Nobody. There's
Watch
no,
too much TV.
There's no capes. There's no Power Rangers. Nobody really coming to save you but yourself.
Can't throw on the bat signal.
Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, right? But like I say, if you're fortunate to have a village, because honestly, it does take a village. So if you have
Said that. I'll be watching my episodes.
yeah.
Not that I didn't think he would, but I said that. They want to scream village to raise a kid. It takes a village to help everybody. Kids, grown-ups, everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
But you gotta show effort and value first.
Yeah.
Like you on to something and somebody could feel that and go, yo, he on to something.
Yeah, it's like, and I think that's what it is. Like if people see that you trying to prove your worth, or you have some kind of value, or you're just doing something to make yourself get to make yourself evolve, they're gonna notice that. And that kind of goes back to what we talked about not chasing it. Like if you just stay within your parameters and work on yourself, people see that, and they're right on the right up.
How's the bar? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get initiated every time you do what we do. But nah, I didn't mean to cut you down.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna radiate that, and you're gonna attract. Honestly, like, I swear this shit really is about energy, and it's really about how your mindset, and how you maneuver. So if you carry the right energy, the right people to help you, right people come along, they'll see you. So there's no need to force. Honestly, there's no reason to force anything in life. I said, still, I mean, I'm not going to contradict. We are human. There's times where we fall to that. We fall short. We're not robots. But if you really stick to that and don't force a thing, like, everything you want will come right to you.
Fire. You rolling smoothly here. Whoever brings you the most peace should get the most time. Again, that's across the board. I'm not saying just relationships, family, friends. Whether you want to call somebody that's important, colleagues. Is that true though? Like that's true for sure. But tell me what that does for you. Like how do you dissect that? Because people be having negative ass energy. People shit ain't right in their life. And if you come around with your good organic vibes, they need it. Like no matter how miserable a person is, if you got organic good vibes, they need that. But then when you're there with them, like it starts to drain you though. So that's why I feel this statement a lot. It's like you gotta dissect that and kind of like get away from it. So it's true. Whoever brings you the most peace, you feel like you around certain heads, no matter who they are. If it feel like it's draining you, or feel like it takes away from your peace, you gotta eliminate that straight up.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I kind of have this is another self-reflection moment. You gotta have those as you get older, right? You gotta to go along with who brings you peace and who to spend your time with. You really gotta understand in life, like the people you're around. You guys or you're around them because you guys have mutual habits, or you're around them because y'all really share a solid connection. I've been around people and we just share mutual habits, like we like to go drink, we like to go smoke. But beyond that, there's nothing. So it's like, I think that's, if you break it down like that, you can really determine who you want to place yourself around. Because it's like, there's a lot of people that I was around, I'm not even around them now, because I realize now, we just had mutual habits. We wasn't really cool like that. Like, we just shared the same dumbass habits, like doing fuck shit. Or drinking and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with doing those things, but
they gotta get placed a certain place though.
Right? Yeah, it's like
there's a certain value there. That's like, all right, this is where I keep them.
Yeah, it's like the funny shit. Like when I see this all the time. Like somebody, you might meet somebody at work, and all of a sudden they're having a baby, then next month you trying to make them your God,
Father,
yeah,
mother.
and it's like y'all don't really have no real connections. So how the fuck I'm gonna do that for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. They're connecting. People gotta stop connecting off of habits. Like really have genuine connections with people. And that'll you would avoid a lot of stress.
No, that's a fact.
A lot of fucks.
Self-aware.
Yeah.
Self-awareness.
Keep away from a lot of
And everything that just feels like it's good, or you feel like you on to something with somebody, or you have like this hunch, that having a hunch and benefit of the doubt, that shit could cost you. Because just because it feels good right there and then, or they got a couple of days in a row where you're like, oh man, this person is, you didn't really evaluate all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because people who are disturbed, sorry to say it like that, people who take away from peace, they have good days too.
No, of course, yeah. Like they may have,
They have good moments.
Good moments, yeah.
And then you catch them on that, and now you think this is someone that's that, and it was just part time.
There's another side to that, because it's like then you got to give people grace because you could be the person that been on the other side of that person's. They're like, yeah, you know, well,
Playing devil's advocate.
Right. I mean, we got to be real with it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you could have been somebody's. Oh yeah, he had a good day, but that nigga ain't shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
You
it's
know what
like
I'm saying?
it's all about just giving some grace too at the same time, and just having self-awareness. That's all it
The
is.
self-awareness is the biggest part.
Factory.
Okay, this is yours. Could you have a good friendship with someone if your partner doesn't like them?
That's hard. Spicy.
That should also take over first.
I mean, you just gotta think
Still
about it.
marinating on that.
You gotta think about it though. Like if you with somebody and your partner has a dislike for this person that's your friend, it's hard to really have it's hard to really have how you gonna have a friendship with that person for real.
So when you hit me with this, because someone questioned me as well, the friendship, did it start before the partner, or are you saying that you have the partner first and now this is a new thing? And could it be a good
if I
friendship?
can't lie, well,
Does it matter the time frame?
You see, but there's so many different ways to go with that. Because let's just say, for example, you got somebody prior, you got a friendship with somebody prior to your partner, then your partner comes along, right? And then, for whatever reason, they don't like that person, right? But it's like, you know that person's a good person, right? As far as like your relationship, right? But your woman really doesn't like that guy, right? So now it's still gonna be harder for you, being that you have this love for your woman. That's like now you feel you gotta play in the middle. And how does that work for you? You know, like how does that help the relationship? Because it's like, okay, well, you know what, your woman may have
stress.
You won't be stressed, and it's like it shouldn't have to be that way. But in some instances, I feel like there's another case. It's like if you have your partner and this person comes along and she's saying, yo, he's no good for you. You shouldn't be around him. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, I mean, I feel in a lot of cases women do pick up when the situations around you that's not good. I mean, I've been in that scenario. I mean, and I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, she was right on them occasions. So it's like.
I mean, you place people where they at. So some people are on a higher level. Like you have them as a friend, and they're like in the top. What is that? Like what T-Mobile had? It's the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like you got those, and then you got friends that come on, like you said, the bad habits or just habits.
Just habits.
So if you have that friend that says just habits, and your partner doesn't like them, I mean, yeah, that's still gonna be a little tension behind it. But you know they're just for habits. So how often are you linking them?
True. Right.
So then you kind of dodge it a little bit, but if you want to put them in the top 5 and your partner don't like them, that's where the stress comes.
Yeah, I mean, right. I see what you're saying. So like, if it's so it depends on the strength of the relationship that you have with this friend. That's true.
Right.
That's true.
What if you? I was told that if the friendship was built or started before the partner, you may have to stress a little to fight to really see and really investigate how you gonna move.
Right.
I feel if the friendship was formed after the partner, it's a little easier, but you should still analyze it completely.
Right.
Because the partner you have, once y'all solidified, and you basically trust this person with your life, right? Because that go both ways. It's not just a man. It's not just a woman that we protect them, we provide for them. We're the protector. So they know we got their back. you're supposed to feel like she got your back too.
Of course, right.
So if you strong about that, that's where any friendships or connections that happen after you're with this partner, you have to highly consider. Because you're gonna put that, she got my best interest.
Yeah,
you're gonna put that first.
Right.
So now you're gonna analyze the person and then make your decision there. So I think it's easier if the partner's first.
Okay.
If the friendship was first, you work a little harder.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But it's stressing both though.
It is. I mean, it's also to like a level of just maturity and understanding and seeing, and you really have to get the reasons why
That
your
too.
partner
I was waiting for you to
your
make
partner
yes.
doesn't like it. Well, you know,
Yes.
is it because you know what? Well, this guy goes out, and I know when you go out with him, he's scummy. You know what I mean? Like,
Scumatologist.
right? Yeah,
Scummy
like
bears.
he ain't shit, or you know that you know the nigga is a grimy person. I'm trying to say, so we have to see the angle, kind of understand why she doesn't like him.
I mean, you know,
Or him or her or whatever the case may be.
I mean, like if the whole story is told, totally, because you know you can know somebody that they just went through something crazy and that's why they scummy. It could be legit, like they just came off of clean numbers. If they came off clean numbers and they taking a step back, that shouldn't get judged. You should be able to hold them down. Like, nah, he went through something. That's not his temperature all the time. He just showed that wasn't his
But
temperature.
then it's just like now you be scummy in that moment. Then it's like
He still look crazy.
your woman will be like, oh well, I don't want you to be with him right now. He's in a
So then, like,
scummy-
let him be till he's,
let
you
him
know.
be till he's back on
Well,
track.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
But then it's like you gotta be mature too, because then some, you know, a guy or a girl may look at that. Well, you trying to control who I hang around with. But if you really care about your partner, like that, you know, y'all work it out.
You can talk it out.
Yeah, you.
There's certain things I told them, like when I tell my colleagues at work, you can't fight every battle, but like the ones you feel you need to step up for, you know, you can still do it respectfully, and hopefully both voices are heard. So you be able to speak on it respectfully and see where it goes. Because if you don't fight for everything, you know, that type of person who battles everything and want to just justify everything, you look a little more sus, and that's where the problems will arise. Because you can't sit there and co-sign everything.
No, you can't do that.
But when you see that you're calculated and you don't co-sign everything, if you decide to fight that one, your partner should be like, damn.
True. I mean,
Maybe.
also too is like, you know, you can't control some of the actions that your people
People's
social.
make.
But at the same time, it's
The
like
older
do
you get too.
Yeah, same time, but you do.
You
want to
really
be
always
around-
did whatever you wanted to do. It may look like somebody enabled it, but you're doing what you want to do. I don't feel like there's very little that someone else can. It's little. It could, but I feel it's little. I'm talking about when we get to this stage.
I don't know, but like
I feel today nobody can make me.
But no, but
Anything
it's-
I did, I wanted to do it.
But I think it's more of like of a self. I'm telling you, like it's just a thing that is just like I said from the beginning of the recording. It's energy. If you're just around if you're around just
Like
10 niggas, if you're around 10 killers,
or werewolves.
if you're around 10 wolves, I mean, you're gonna
be a wolf?
You're gonna naturally be a wolf. So like, it's just, I can't front it. I don't care if you 50, 40, 10, 25, whatever. You're just naturally gonna just be a wolf. And I mean, that's just in every environment. Whatever you're around or whatever you're saturated with, that's what you really naturally gonna become.
I think that's also based on how often though. Remember, I told you there's levels, so there's people that you don't get with all the time. So you're saying the wolves, right? So we normally do our blue collar, clean collar, white collar, whatever shit. But we do got the guys that do that extra shit.
Right,
If
right.
that's like on a humble, do we become that even though we minimize how often that is?
No, but you just have the best of both opportunities, and you have that ability to go left or you could go right because you in different circles.
Right.
So you do become who you spend your time with. Honestly, like if you're around scummy niggas all day long, you're gonna.
That's
be a
what
scummy.
I agree. So if it's all the time,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like, I mean, but then it's crazy too because it's like then you still playing. If you dipping into scum as well, sometimes you know what, I'm going to scum side sometimes.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
going
what
to
you
scum
really
side.
wanted to do, and maybe there's a
Yeah.
little battery to promote it.
Right.
But
yeah.
I think you wanted to do it anyway. You
Well-
telling me you could, like, and I'm not disagreeing.
Uh-huh.
You telling me if you're totally non-thinking and non-responsive of that, being around 10 scummies gonna make you do that? If it's not in you whatsoever?
But you know what's crazy? Sometimes niggas be wanting you, all people be wanting you to jump to the like, yo, they don't like the fact you
There
don't want
gotta
this.
be something that was
No,
there.
think about it.
Nothing's there and you still jump?
But I'm saying, listen though, right? Like you could be on a straight good path, but you just a person who's on this mission, right? But then you're around people. Sometimes they just naturally they just want to just see let me see if this nigga or this chick could just come on this side, and they just want to jump that like just because your own entertainment. And that goes to being around people where y'all just share habits. I'm telling you, everything
The habits thing I
everything talked
get.
about all day, this
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
shit, everything correlates.
Right.
So it's like, it's honestly, bottom line is just being around people who have your best interests and people who have the best energy for the path that you want to live. Bottom line. I think we was gonna drop that. I knew it was kind of a ball though. I think it was kind of a ball.
No doubt.
Thanks,
I mean, yeah. It's a debate either way because I'm voice of reason, so I'm trying to give y'all a play out there because I know some of y'all are gonna say that from my perspective, even though he's being a little more direct to say that influence is a mob, I ain't want to curse, but it's my shit. Influence is a motherfucker, period. And yes, you can be on the straight and narrow, and some energies could lead you elsewhere. Especially with the habit mixture.
Exactly.
But I was just being a little more personal based on where I'm at right now is that can't happen for me.
So
But it's a little bit of accountability though. But I still feel your point. The accountability I want them to take is that stand on that shit.
Facts.
Say, I wanted to do that. Okay. Yes, there's influences. Yes, there's habits.
Right.
But I had an ounce or some shit that I wanted to.
Understand.
Stand on that.
I respect that.
Because you can get blindsided. You can just get excited in a moment. You ain't get up with this pack in a while, or you ain't have the habits in a while. So now you have it mixed with the pack, and you was on straight time. And they kind of could lead you to demon time.
Unfortunately.
Because of the excitement of getting up. Like you ain't rocking a minute. You've been grinding or you've been over here. You know what I'm saying? So now you're having fun, and I get what you're saying about how energy could.
Energy can
So you're supposed to surround yourself when you go to celebrate something or you go to hang, you want to have those same energies around you that you have. Because now nothing won't go left.
No,
If
yeah.
everybody's on that type of.
I don't need people around me that's gonna tell me, that's gonna promote the fucktivities. It's not a word, but we gonna use it today. The fucktivities.
Say it again for them. Not the fucktivities.
The fucktivities.
I named the episode fucktivities.
Yeah, fine. I think you should. Fucktivities, but yeah, I mean, you honestly, and as you mentioned, you said right. It's not just a village to raise a kid. It's just like you need a village in life. Honestly, like anybody who says you don't need that, trust me, I'm seeing it more and more in my life as well. Like you need a village. Like, you need that strong circle. That's
Bottom line.
That's your source.
Cool, dope. Last one as a little closer that I threw at you at the last minute. Do you think an ex, preferably a baby mom's, obviously there's ties there, right? Behaviors towards you is based on if you're single or not. Do you think it's genuine when it's good vibes? So obviously you gotta have some type of ties because otherwise it wouldn't matter. Because if you get with somebody, I break up or whatever, and there's no ties, it don't fucking matter. Yeah. So whatever behaviors you exhibit, how do you judge that? Because you know when it's the dark side, the dark energy, that's fucking genuine as fuck. That's how they really feel.
Oh, yeah,
so now when they show you a good side, is that genuine and then tie it to being single or not?
I mean, I might just be the wrong person to answer just because the answer I'm going to give is just based upon just my own experiences. I just know that my baby mother to me is just never, in my own experience, is just never a genuineness. Like she could, I mean, yeah, there's nothing. Whether if she comes to me nice, I'm looking at her like it's suspect. Like, what are you up to? Like, you trying to line me up? Like what the fuck's that going on?
You're trying to distract me about to fall in a whole fucking avalanche.
And of course, like when you have somebody, like don't make the person you have look good too. Like if you got a good looking woman, and she's doing something, oh, they're gonna be like, wait a second, you doing all the things that I wanted to do if you were there. Yeah, because you wasn't the one.
What can we do though? Because it's so easy for me to fall in line with you right now and talk crazy. You know, I got
No, yeah,
mad
like,
shit I can say.
I just
But
fall in
I
line, yeah,
want,
talk crazy
I
too right
want
now,
to
but-
try to. The thing is, with us, and when I say us, I'm talking about skin color.
Yeah,
here.
fact.
We go through so much shit, and you know what happens? It's sad to report. When black people figure shit out, when black people get past adversity, how often do they share that knowledge? Niggas really be on some I made it oh well. They might drop a few gems for us to grasp, but what can we do to stop this pattern? Stop this shit. Because it's people coming up now. The pattern of the whole relationship shit. Once a relationship does not work out anymore, when can we learn and when can we teach that all relationships don't last forever? Maybe those two people will put together to create something dope, create something beautiful, create the next president, create the next, find space, find other planets. Like, when do we stop saying, okay, we have a kid, and because it didn't work out, we're gonna sabotage on purpose or not cooperate to make this kid great? What can we guide them with? Because there's younger people watching that got the baby mama issues that we may have, and it's still early.
I'm gonna say the one thing that's probably gonna be corny and it's gonna be like contradicting because we all fall into this. Gotta stop fucking dumbass people. No, for real, no, for real. It sounds crazy, right?
It's who you choose.
Because it's like you gotta really, and like I said, we all human. We obviously we here talking about it.
Stop fucking dumbass people.
No, for real.
Can't believe. Anyway, go ahead.
No, but it makes sense because it's like you get up in a moment with somebody, and we've all been victims. Honestly, we've all been in a position, right? And it's not right. So I salute the people who don't have these problems because I know people who don't have baby mother issues and shit like that, and everything just works out fine. I mean, it's rare, but I respect it. It's like youth. It's about the maturity, and you also have to look at too. Another thing, when you mess with somebody, look at their family dynamic. That's the biggest thing I can say. Because if their family dynamic is all over the place, and they lack a lot of emotional intelligence and love from family, and they don't have a village, it's a red flag. Leave it alone.
And sorry, we're gonna stir the pot a little more.
Oh, man.
You really mean women more, right? Because men always come from adversity. It's almost never painted perfect for us. That does not mean we can't get it together. Or are you gonna say it's equal across the board? You're speaking to both genders.
It's equal too, but I mean, I don't associate myself with them, but I've known some.
There's men that fuck up, right. There's men that is useless because of not having that.
Yeah,
but I feel like the bar is set that we supposed to use adversity for success.
Yeah, but I don't wanna get into the gender battle. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't wanna get into the gender battle as far as saying like, oh, it's mostly guys.
That's when they get personal.
Yeah, like.
And I use my own experience with that, and that's my bag, y'all.
Right.
So we not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I do know that there's more hope, and it's still gonna sound cap though, doesn't sound like I'm hypocritical. It's more hope if a boy child is raised in some turmoil than if a girl child is raised in turmoil. That's all I'm gonna say. It's more hope that he would still be alright. But if a female is raised in turmoil, I don't have that same hope.
You see, but then we really gotta do mad research and get into the
And it's me being sensitive. Like I want a female child on the come up to get love, to get the right things because of this lack of faith that they're gonna be all right. I'm not saying to lead them in the gutter. I'm not saying to lead them as they is. I want, especially our people, I want all daughters, I don't even care what age, from 2, 8, 12, I want them to get it all so they don't even have to worry about this statistic or disclaimer. But what I'm saying is boys are meant to be raised to men to deal with tough shit.
Of course. Yeah.
To be protectors, to be hard, to be like the forefront of the world, to provide resources. That's why I'm saying if they come up fucked up, there's still a chance because they have a big mission ahead to try to get through adversity to begin with. Women are not really, they can, equal rights, they can vote, they can be tough, no doubt. But why would I want my daughter to go through that? I don't want my son to go through it neither.
True.
But I really don't want my daughter to go through
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah. Facts. I mean, but when you break it down like that, then I understand it from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're right. Yeah, we work
Remember, they're
together.
emotional. We don't want to disrupt that from the rip. If you fuck up their emotions from the rip, what you going to really expect out of that? Men have emotions too, but they're supposed to tuck that, no? Men supposed to tuck their emotions, no?
Yeah.
They don't. They don't always do that.
Yeah, but what happens when? What's the outcome of men? Like, this is a whole other segment. So because like my biggest thing is like what happens when men really start tucking their emotions? You see this shit on the news the other day. Matter of fact, all the time you see.
Not to tuck all of it. They
you
gotta
seen-
still get some shit off and
You
talk.
be seeing young boys killing little girls. You know why? Because they tucking their emotions. Like, so this is the side. This is the effects of tucking your emotions. But this is a whole nother segment. We're not gonna get into
I got a little beside myself. What I'm saying is really, I don't want neither child on the come up, male or female, daughter, son. I want them both to have like the best opportunities in life.
Yeah, facts.
Real positive parents,
Facts.
real positive energy. But all I was trying to say was, if I have a son, which I do, if there's turmoil going on either side, I feel like he still could break through, because as long as something's positive, he could gyrate towards that. I feel like when daughters come up, if it's turmoil right in their face, mixed with them already having emotions, it's just they at a deficit. Can they overcome it? Yes, but they're at a deficit.
Yeah, yo, this shit could go. That particular topic could go back and forth. It could go. You could really go through the rabbit hole with that.
Right. So what we have, just closing out with that one, as far as like the youngins coming up with choosing, like you said, choose partners wisely as you can.
So,
don't just go off of adrenaline. Don't just go off of physicality. Don't just go off of hormones. I know that's hard. Like, we talking to 20-some-year-olds. We know how we was in that time frame. So it's hard, but I want you to really dissect this, because you're going to avoid it later. You're going to avoid the headaches later. Let's go to thin line between love and hate before we get out of there. What the mom said in there, a nighttime of passion can bring a lifetime of pain. So let's just chill and make decisions. Just try to really, your gut always tell you. The thing is, even the not sharpest, something in you tells you before you bust a move. No? Every move you made, and then you might have regretted it later, or you might have questioned it later. Didn't something initially spark and you ignored it?
Oh yeah, it always sparks. Like, you shouldn't
It's
even,
like,
you
no.
really shouldn't even be
Doing right.
Yeah, I feel you.
So just tap into that more. Listen to your intuition. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your judgment. And try to just be aware. You know, shit gonna happen. Shit happens. You know what I mean? But if you could avoid it, we're trying to just help you avoid it. Rewatch this a couple of times. Grab what you could grab from it. And try to avoid stuff. My big word today is avoidance. It's things that you can dodge. It's things you can dodge. You don't gotta get caught up. Even when you almost in that moment, that point of no return.
True.
As long as you ain't go, you still could back out.
Step back on. That's a fact. Yeah. Yo, give yourself a fucking round of applause for that. That's cool. I fucks with that. I like that.
Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna get out of here because y'all don't pay us enough. And we drop bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, you getting this for free, and that's cool. You know, I want to spread the word.
A lot of gems in this.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get paid in spirit and other ways. You know what I'm saying? For the services I give to the community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get up out of here. Stay safe. You know my 3 Ps. Stay productive, stay positive, stay pushing. 100.
Send your greatness as it leaks out. and they intimidated, so they don't reach out. Cause what you go through too heavy for they mental. So you pick a beat, paper and a pencil, and air it out there, my whereabouts clear. And death is coming, so live without fear. Stress or worry, don't test me. Won't be a warrior that shoot quicker than Steph and Curry. I get tougher by the minute, cause the devil said so. And God said great things are coming, it's your go.
Everybody don't get to roll, cause when it gets real, they out the door.